Okay.
Y'all trying to cancel India when the shade was saying the wildest.
What?
Uh-oh. Not your own brother.
The shade was saying the wildest.
Yeah, bro, this is what it looks like when a nigga is completely lost in the coochie mind control. He's completely under the spell of the BBL. The India Love BBL got him even throwing his boys under the bus. Even his brother is flabbergasted. Sheesh, man. DDG's closest friends are calling him out too. Video by Hello You Sent Extras. Okay, what's going on with DDG, man? We haven't seen this guy in a few days.
What's poppin', y'all? It looks like DDG's own peoples are finally calling him out.
Okay.
Because after he pulled up with India Love to the YB concert, and they had their whole going out, I'm gonna play you guys a short clip from that. It'll just be playing in the background because the music is on, but it's the song Nevada by Youngboy, and they're in a suite. But
Sure.
before we get into the second clip, the funny clip that I had to show you guys was
He here grooving with his girl. He here grooving with his lady, huh? India Love, okay.
About his time at the suite and why he had to stay at the show for a little bit longer than he thought.
But I'm glad we stopped. I'm glad I ended the stream because I was going to keep the stream going. But nigga, we end up staying in that suite for like another 30 minutes because they start shooting. Which, you know, is kind of expected.
Damn.
A lot of YN activity. People was fighting at the show.
Jeez, man.
So they start shooting after that mother. People was running inside. I low-key probably should have streamed a little bit just to get y'all hearts racing a little bit. But like, they was breaking down the whole thing.
Bro, this nigga DDG is something else, man. He's like, people are getting shot. I should have kept the stream going, you know, get y'all's heart racing. It's like, nigga, everything is content to these guys. Golly, okay.
And then the audience start running back into the because they was shooting.
People get into busting guns and fighting at a Youngboy concert. I mean, would it be a Youngboy concert if those things didn't happen? It's like, oh, we got 3 fights and 2 people busting guns, or we've got 1 fight at this place. Did he do a show in Utah?
I mean, if you about to do some YN activities, Youngboy music definitely sets the tone, huh?
The reason why I say that is because Youngboy lived in Utah for a while. I don't even know if it's on the tour stop. But regardless, so the clip that started circulating again was in reference to the Are You My Ball series, which I did a whole video on that. You can check it out in the pinned comment. But it was DDG talking about it and his brother Dub react. So I'm going to play that for you guys right now.
Y'all trying to cancel India when the shade was saying the wildest.
What?
Uh-oh. Not your own brother.
The shade was saying the wildest.
Yeah, bro, this is what it looks like when a nigga is completely lost in the coochie mind control. He's completely under the spell of the BBL. The India Love BBL got him even throwing his boys under the bus. Even his brother is flabbergasted. Sheesh, man. Hate to see it.
What the f***? Dude, wait, this nigga.
That's
Whoa!
crazy. Right.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
What the f***? That nigga on us to get damn!
So here you've got, I think I never saw this clip, but the fact that he's dropping names is crazy.
Sure.
I mean, he could have just said, yo, you know, everybody was talking trash. Come on, like, you're going to pretend like everybody else wasn't doing it? That's one thing. But to start naming your mans by name, and keep in mind, he's throwing his own brother under the bus for this. He's like, yo, y'all didn't have the same energy with Dub. Yo, that's where I got to look at it like, damn, man. This is where you got to think DDG's a little bit dangerous when his chick is around. Or maybe when chicks, quote, in general are around. Because Dub, his brother, beat somebody up, was facing a potential lawsuit because that person called your music trash.
Mm-hmm.
Or, because he called you doo-doo garbage.
Doo-doo garbage is what he had said.
Dog, what? Let's not remember that. They were at it was DreamCon. Yeah, they were at DreamCon. They were at a convention. Somebody says something to DDG, and the first instinct of his brother is to go throw hands. Goes and gets into it with that guy. The guy comes on the next day trying to cry and talk about, I was just saying something. And we don't know what came of that situation. And this was in the time when the Halle Bailey situation was going on too. So this was a rough time period for DDG. And his brother just hops in, doesn't even think about it. His first instinct is to do that. And then here, DDG's first instinct is to throw everybody under the bus.
Be your own man's, man. Your own brother in this case.
To cover his girl. And some people may call it overreacting, but, I mean, his own brother was like, come on, dog. And you could say it's for stream, but even Ben Dedon, who's homies with DDG, had to call this behavior out as well. So I'm going to play you guys that clip now.
The Shay was saying a wild shit. Ben was saying a wild shit.
Oh!
Crazy.
What the f? That just triggered me again. Why do I got tire marks on the top of my head, Diddy? Diddy, if it's like that, you might well come out with them. You might well pop out. Cause all that, oh, we just friends, it's just content. Not if you throwing your nigga and them up on the butt.
Sheesh. Yeah. He really likes her, huh?
Diddy, what I want y'all to do is tomorrow y'all post a kissy picture with y'all. I don't want no slide, no dump, none of that. He trying to hide that girl in like the 8th picture on the slide or something. No. Be proud of your lady, man. We love India. But you need to.
Ben is completely right here. He's right to be triggered. He's right to respond in the way that he does. And he's genuinely he's annoyed by it. He's not angry by it or mad about it, but he's for sure annoyed. He's playing.
Now, this isn't something you got to cut your friend off for. You just got to know which one of your boys is going to be whipped. You know what I'm saying? Which one of your boys is going to completely turn on you or prioritize his girl above everybody else. That's what we got going on here. Bro is mesmerized by the BBL.
The guy's a comedian. He's a funny guy. But he's right in that he's like, yo, you guys are pretending to everybody else like you're not together, but you're throwing us under the bus in order to defend her.
Right.
So who is she for you to do all this? Because if we're your homies, we're your... not day ones, but like we're locked in, even your brother, right? And you're throwing us under the bus to defend her. She can't just be a regular friend because we're...
Guys, I told you in the last video, big video where we talked about the whole DDG India Love thing. Bro, this is his chick. Got to be. The way how he is moving, this is not just content anymore. Bro is in love with her. And that's cool. That's fine. I mean, crazy pick, crazy choice, but it seems to be hurting his career at this point, but we'll see. We'll see.
Closer to you than a regular friend. So what is she at that point? You've got to care about her to a certain level. Otherwise, you would have just let her get slaughtered like you've done to other people in the past. Right. And slaughtered just like, you get a lot of negative feedback on the stream. DDG does try to mitigate that. Like even when he was doing a bunch of streams with that girl, Wendy Ortiz, he tries to have his own audience show because he knows if they just get to throwing hate and spewing hate at chicks, then chicks won't want to be on the stream anymore. It's a business decision.
Right.
But here with India, it's a completely different story because even DDG's audience, DDG's own homies, they're like, dog, you're moving crazy with this. What's going on? And that's because they don't want to announce a relationship. And I don't know why they don't want to announce that, even though they're moving in that way.
I think he's scared. India's only reason for not louding it up like, yes, I am DDG's girlfriend is because DDG hasn't given her that permission. She's waiting for him to make the first move, but I don't think she has any reservations about doing that. In all those video clips during the game show, she was like, oh, that's my ball. These chicks better know, da-da-da. DDG, on the other hand, I think he doesn't want it to come and bite him in the butt. He claimed Halle got her pregnant, has a kid, and look at all this drama. I don't know, maybe he doesn't see her as wifey, like forever. This is my chick forever. It's interesting. That's what happens when you try to use these IG chicks as a status symbol as well. Not saying that that's exclusively what he's doing, but let's not pretend like he doesn't like flexing India Love on his arm because of the way she looks. She fits that IG baddie template. You feel me? And so if anything, he probably feels like, and this is what the audience is telling him, that he took it a step up from his BM, from his last chick, right? India Love is a step up from Hallie or Haley in terms of looks. That's what a lot of people are saying. I don't agree with that. One car is a sports car, one car is luxury. I'm gonna let you decide which one is which. One's for fun and one is for cruising. You know what I'm saying? When you having children, you need somebody you can cruise with. Sure, it looks nice, it can go fast if you need it to, but stability, comfort, that's the priority there. The sports car, right, that's for going fast, that's for having fun, but it burns a lot of gas, a whole lot of maintenance, not very comfortable, especially if you're trying to go long distances. He's basically trying to have his cake and eat it too, right? He wants the benefits of being able to flex the IG baddie on his arm, but he's trying to safeguard himself from the inevitable when she starts throwing it back on somebody else, because he ain't the first, he won't be the last. More than likely, right? But who knows? Anything's possible. Maybe she'll give her life to Jesus and become a stay-at-home housewife. I just don't see that coming.
I don't know, like all the other chicks that see DDG, maybe he wants to keep his options open. Maybe he doesn't want it to turn into people hating her more, because they might hate her even more and blame her for everything that happens on DDG stream, or a lack of what happens on DDG stream.
Right.
If he calls it that, like they might say, oh man, now he's kicking it with these chicks when he's got a girl. But if it's going to blow back on your own guys like this, and I cannot believe that he actually name dropped him. That's the craziest part, in order to defend her. And
right.
This is defending her from his audience. It's not like the other girls were talking, and he was defending her from the other girls.
Yeah, completely turned on his audience to protect her. That's how you know he's in deep.
The whole story is in the pinned comment.
No pun intended.
It's a long story, and it's funny because even the comment sections on the TikTok that both resurfaced on Dub's feed that Ben Dedon was reacting to, they're saying throwing the bros under the bus for a worn out ball. I just had to read that one comment. That using his own metaphor against him, or his own saying against him, is hilarious.
I think DDG's just being greedy. And that's not me making like a criticism of his character. I think we all have the desire to be greedy at times. It's like he wants a little bit of everything, right? He wants to be even just put out a video on one of his older YouTube channels like a week ago talking about how he wants to start vlogging again.
I feel like I could be doing more. I could be vlogging, I could be streaming, I could be making music, I could be doing a lot of stuff all at once. And I'm really trying to just zero in and take advantage of all my platforms and not just abandon these that I done built.
He wants to be vlogging, he wants to stream, he wants to make music, he wants to be open to other chicks, he wants a BM, he wants a son, he wants an IG baddie that is moving like his girlfriend but not really his girlfriend. He all over the place, man. And look, he's managed to become very successful doing that, but I wonder if he were able to just kind of focus and dial in a little bit more, say no to a few things, who would he become? How high would he climb the mountains he chooses to focus on? Choosing to focus on less things and putting your energy into fewer missions and goals is so underrated. As you guys see, we are closing in quickly on 100,000 subscribers. And the most significant change that I've made in the last 45 days that has led to the channel exploding and growing so much is that I just started focusing on less things. I only have one thing prioritized on my mind, and it's this channel. And it's not even always that, oh, you need to be putting any more work into this one thing, like producing more. When you boil everything down to the subatomic level, all you see is energy. We are all energy. Everything is energy. And you are a finite pool of energy. And even the mere act of contemplating things and strategizing about certain things, even if you're not doing anything physically, I believe it depletes energy and prevents it from being diverted into less things, thus allowing more energy to go into those things. And so even by just taking things off your plate and you don't do necessarily more for the things that you do leave on your plate, it's weird But you'll find that those things start growing and accelerating, even though you're not technically doing more. It's crazy, but just by taking shit off of your plate and allowing yourself to focus on one thing as the goal, the mission, things start to move faster. You let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Peace out.